Hey there, Amplifiers. I'm Manny Torres, and welcome to the Small Business Spotlight. Today, I'm excited to have Amanda Buck Sizemore. Amanda is the owner of Mage and Sizemore CPA. She started her public accounting career in high school, working during school holidays. She now has over 20 years of full-time experience working at Jacksonville-based firms, taking on responsibilities of bookkeeping, payroll, and corporate and individual tax returns. Amanda is a current member of the Florida Institute of Certified Public Accountants, WBO, and BNI. She is also a certified QuickBooks Pro. Welcome to the show, Amanda.
Thanks, Manny. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here too. And so you started working in high school. So did you always love numbers?
I did. Math was always one of my favorite subjects. But I actually went to work with my mom. She was a bookkeeper for a CPA just to avoid babysitting my younger siblings. That was how it started. And I did some bookkeeping for her, manual reconciliations on paper with check stubs and a bank statement and a 10 key. And after that first week, I just decided I really, really enjoyed it and thought it was one of the, funnest things that I could do, and that I could see, I could totally make a career out of it, was kind of what I thought at 15. So I just continued to go to work on school holidays and breaks and stuff as often as I could. And kind of learned it from the very beginning. And so decided to study it in college, never changed my mind, never worked anywhere other than in an accounting office.
Well, that's amazing. Most people have a hard time even at the end of college trying to figure out what they want to do. And here you are in high school already knowing, gravitating towards it and being inspired by it and being able to follow with it. That's really great.
Yeah. For me, one of the things that really drew me to it, especially from a bookkeeping side, is everything balanced, right? Like I walked out the door at the end of the day and everything I had done balanced to zero. I knew it was right. I got the training I needed, and then I could do it and knew that it was right. And I was just, I guess spoke to to my practical side, because it was just, I understood it. It was black and white. It was, the rules were there, and to the penny, you could make it work.
That's nice. And I'm sure there's a lot of business owners out there that don't have that same love for numbers like you do, seeing the way those things balance out. So when you work with business owners, what primarily, or what industry primarily do you help? Or is there a specific niche that you like to work with?
I don't have a particular industry that we have more clients in than another, but we really kind of gravitate to what I often call a small business, like a family-owned S corporation or a single member-owned. A lot of those sometimes start out as a mom and pop shop, a side hustle that all of a sudden just turns into a career and a business. And that's a pretty good niche for us. We have a lot of clients that fall into that category. So they're great at their business, whatever it may be. I've had a lot of clients in the mental health industry right now, or, if they're great at designing things or creative, but the accounting, taxes, that side of the business is not really what they know. But you have to know that, or have to rely on professionals to help you with that, because as great as you may be designing or marketing or counseling, your business isn't going to run without the not as fun tax and bookkeeping side.
Exactly. Yeah, it's tough to worry about those things, especially like someone like me. I don't enjoy the numbers. So it's always helpful to have someone like you that can really help, to make those numbers clear and also show how the business can grow and improve.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things is starting with that client that really did just have an idea. It was a side hustle, or they left a corporate job to start out on their own, and to watch their business start with one customer, one patient, one client, to grow to this business that's supporting their family, they're hiring other employees. Like it's a fun journey to walk that walk with business owners.
That's great.
Hey there, this is Kenny from Growth Amplifiers, here to ensure you get your awesome ideas into action. to grow and improve your business and achieve your full potential. Take the first step by visiting growthamplifiers.com and clicking the Start Here button. Take the assessment to get your personalized score. Then select from free resources to learn how to improve your score. Don't wait. Be proactive and take action now by visiting growthamplifiers.com and clicking the Start Here button. And always keep on amplifying. Now, let's get back to the show.
With these small business owners, what is the top challenge that you see that they have when they first come to you?
Time. It's making time to do the administrative part of owning a business, because that's not the fun part. Everybody knows that. And it's also not necessarily what they're comfortable with, or they're even, some would say, not even good at it. But you can't really run a business if you don't know your numbers. And so it's learning to set aside time for that, relying on professionals to help them, and then learning what those numbers mean so that they can make decisions for their business. The sooner they understand they have to devote a little bit of time to it, I think the better off a business owner is.
Yeah, that makes sense. And, it's always, you think you have more time than you do. Things that you're working on take more time than you allot for them. So for that small business owner, maybe their business is starting to grow, getting some traction. What's an actionable insight that you can share with them that's going to help them maybe save some time or carve out some time to do some of those basic accounting items that they should be focused on?
So my recommendation is to find a accounting software to use. There are so many out there now that help to automate it, that connects with your business bank account. It downloads your transactions. And if you spend a Friday morning once a week reviewing those transactions, it's pretty quick. You can get a financial statement from your business. You can know where your money's going. It also then makes tax time a lot easier because all the information from the whole year is there, instead of sitting there in January trying to redo an entire year's worth of where did my money go and what did I do. And so that's probably my biggest recommendation. There's nothing wrong with manually doing it. I have some clients that like a spreadsheet and they put it in a spreadsheet, but there are so many tools out there to automate it for you. And when you're trying to grow a business and numbers are not your favorite thing, then the more you can automate, the better. That will keep you a little more motivated to do it versus being like, I have to sit down and put it all in a spreadsheet. So that's usually my first recommendation to clients, is to find an app, a receipt tracking app, a bookkeeping app that they're comfortable with, that will help kind of keep their finances in track.
Yeah, automation is always great, right? Anything that you can delegate or automate, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
A lot of our listeners are small business owners, and obviously they're looking for things to help their business grow. One thing that's been really popular lately is podcasts. Do you have a favorite podcast that you listen to?
I do. I listen to the official BNI podcast. And even though it's done by the owner of BNI, and he obviously has a lot of things about using BNI in your business, a lot of the things that he says in those podcasts are great for business owners when it comes to networking, learning how to talk about your business, putting yourself out there. And that can apply to anybody, whether you're in BNI or another networking organization, or, you just want to brush up on how to do your elevator pitch, or, to talk about your business. Even though it's, most of us who are business owners are doing what we love, it doesn't necessarily mean we're great at communicating that to other people. And so I have found that his podcast, the BNI podcast, does a really great job of kind of breaking down some of those things and helping you figure out how to talk about your business in a way that communicates it well to people who have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, I love the BNI podcast. I was a member for about 6 years, and they always have great input there on how, as you mentioned, communicate and be able to share that with people that can help attract the right clients to you. So that's a great resource.
Yeah.
Amanda, you've obviously been successful with your business, growing it over time, and also being able to help a lot of business owners. Are there any lessons that you've learned or a piece of advice that you could provide to a business owner or entrepreneur that would help them on their journey?
So two things I think honestly come to mind. The first one is to build a good team. When I took over the business, I did not have that. It was kind of unexpected. My business partner passed away, and I just felt like I was kind of floundering. I didn't know who to turn to, who to like ask for questions or anything like that. So now, I have an attorney that I work well with. If I have questions, just building that team of professionals, because you don't know what you don't know, and that's their job. And then the second thing that I've learned over the last couple of years, especially, is to stick to what you believe. Like, run the business the way that you want to, even if that is the complete opposite of the norm in your industry, do it anyway, because you have to be happy with what you're doing. You have to enjoy it. It's hard work. Everyone knows that CPAs have crazy hours for tax season, and it's got a really bad stigma. I decided that after tax season, during our off season, we were going to do a 4-day work week and close the office on Fridays. That is not the norm in our industry. Our industry is in the office every day. But I felt really strongly that we needed that. And it has worked out really well for my employees and for my business. And my clients have been supportive, and I stuck to it. And it just showed me that I have the opportunity to run my business the way that I think is the way that it should be. And I just need to stick to that, even if it seems odd or hard.
I like that. That's great advice. And I think too many business owners try and follow the path of other business owners. Mm-hmm. And the truth is, 80% of businesses are not successful. So if you're following the mass group of what other people are doing, probably they're going to lead you into a place where you don't want to be. So that's really great advice to kind of pioneer your own path there. Amanda, if there's a business owner out there and, they're growing and they're looking for someone that can help them with the accounting side of their business, what's the best place for them to connect with you and be able to take that first step to gaining that clarity?
So the best place to go is to our website, because you can schedule a consultation appointment straight from our website. We do a free consultation for anybody, so you can set up that appointment, and we do them virtual or in office. And we'll just have a conversation about your business, your taxes, what you need, and if we're going to be a good fit, if we can help you. And if not, then I usually have some recommendations, at least, for what it is that they would need. So that's probably the fastest and easiest way to connect with us.
Excellent. So if you're listening to this interview and you're thinking to yourself, I have no idea what's going on with my business numbers, go ahead and visit Amanda's website. Schedule an appointment so you can take that first step. And at the very least, you'll be able to have an idea of what you need to do and what's missing in your business. Amanda, I appreciate you joining us today and look forward to connecting with you again later. And thanks so much for being a part of our show today.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to everybody, and good luck.
To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.